So New Year's happened a few days ago, and while I was very busy trying to move text for some reason in Paint 3D, I got an idea. So I look over at the time and I realized that it's less than 24 hours left. I open up Steam and try to look for a game to do the challenge in. So I boot up Nightreign and decide that for the challenge I will be killing all 8 Nightlords in the base game. I quickly make a character and decide on the rules. So there are only 2 rules in this challenge. First rule would be to start from a fresh save point, so that means that I am not allowed to have any relics at the start. I'll have to earn everything in this run. The second rule is pretty simple. I just need to beat all 8 Nightlords before 12 AM my time. It's probably a good time to mention that I have only played Nightreign at release. So it was like 3 days after release the last time I played it. I only killed the first 3 Nightlords solo before this, so everything else was a first for me. So let's get right into the first run. So I chose Iron Eye because I'm most familiar with it, and I have killed the most bosses, I played the most in co-op, so I just thought it would be the best option, and I was quite right. I am experimenting with editing. Since I'm pretty new, I thought that I should try quite a few different editing styles. Since my last video was a bit longer, I decided to make this video pretty short. I would appreciate if you would leave some feedback on the video, if you would like to see longer ones or shorter ones like this one, more focused on the fights and not like getting items or talismans. So I want to mention that this was live streamed on Twitch and YouTube, so if you want to check me out you can subscribe or go over to Twitch and drop a follow. I will try to post more long form, shorts and other types of content. I will segment the video into 8 different runs as you just saw. I just completed one run and now I'm doing the other one. So a bit of backstory on why I'm doing a voiceover. So probably not a lot of you know this, but people who stream or make videos, they know that in OBS you can set a few different channels and you can make it so that your VODs don't have certain audios in them. That allows you to play music on streams, you can avoid DMCA claims on Twitch VODs, or you can just split audio channels. For example, that's what I use to split game, mic, the other types of audios, like music for example. So actually what happened is that I forgot to split the channels and I put everything into one, and it just so happened that my microphone was way quieter than the game itself. I only realized that at the end of the stream, which was 12 hours by the way, and I really wanted to go to sleep. It was around 4 PM. I think it was almost 5 PM when I finished. I couldn't just re-record the footage, not only because of my lack of sleep, but because of my lack of time. Since I can only do this video once a year, and technically I could do it again, fake it, but that's not how I do things. I do challenges for myself mostly, not just to make a video. So I actually added a voiceover because it's a nice touch to gaming footage. If there's no mic audio, I think having a voiceover is the second best option. My goal with most of my videos, like upcoming ones, because I only have 2 before this, is just to showcase what I'm doing live on Twitch. I am improving on editing videos, so I might do better ones in the future, but for now I'm just trying to learn. I would like to take some time from you to tell you about the runs that I'm in between now. So the first run that I'm actually doing The first one that I started quite a while ago. It was a few months ago. It's just like a fun challenge run. I'm doing bare fist only Elden Ring. Mostly no cheeses. I am gonna be following what Gino did, except that I want to completely kill DTS on my own. So far we killed Godric, Margit, and 3 Sentinel. You can check those videos out in the shorts feed. Second run is another bare fist only, but this time I'm doing it on DS3, one of my favorite Souls games. I think DS3 and Elden Ring are one of the better ones. I know it's highly subjective, so don't attack me in the comments. I just think that those two are my favorites. It's okay if you don't agree with me. People have different tastes. The same goes for bosses. I would like to know your opinion. If you want me to do a run, you can comment on what run it is. Like for example, a weapon specific run. It doesn't have to be Souls games. I mostly own all Resident Evil games, Devil May Cry games, and half of the FromSoft Souls series. That includes Sekiro, Elden Ring, Nightreign, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 3. Let's get back to the runs. So, as I stated, I am in between 3 runs now. So the third and final run that I'm in is actually Elden Ring Reforged mod. So I'm doing the 2.0 version. I am playing on depth difficulty. So far I really like it. It's a pretty cool mod. I like the deflection system, and there's a bunch more cool things. I highly recommend you try it. I would say after this boss I get to fight one of my favorite bosses in pretty much the whole Soul series, which is pretty surprising because I don't really like Nightreign that much, but I do like this half of the game. Also, this is one of the most fun moments I had in this whole run. So as I was fighting this lion, Margit invaded me. I ran away for a little bit just to heal up and take care of myself, but that didn't work out because there were a bunch of enemies in the camp, so I lured them out near the tunnel. I think this encounter is cooler than 90% of night bosses, especially Smelter Demon, Freya. Those are pretty horrible, and I wouldn't say they're hard, but they're pretty boring. This was a pretty memorable moment as well because I just got bombarded by this enemy. I consider myself pretty lucky because I didn't encounter Bell-bearing Hunter in any of these runs. I probably would have turned around and just ran away because it's one of the harder bosses to fight. But at the same time, I wish I did get him, at least in one run, just so I could try and kill him. Part of the reason why I feel this way is because I feel like they made solo mode way easier than it was. I would say it's at least a few times easier. Also, if you take a look at the footage now, you're gonna see a moment where I mess up, switch my weapons, don't realize what happened. I tried to switch them back. The Nightlord didn't let me do that. So I basically just two-handed the hammer that had like a holy ash over, and I just kept using it. It was so broken. I just kept fully tanking the boss the whole fight. I didn't even struggle on Heolstor. Even if it was an easy fight, it was still very fun, and it's still one of my favorite bosses. I would say it's my second favorite boss in Nightreign. It's not my number one. I would say Fulghor is my number one boss for Nightreign. I would say he really reminds me of Champion Gundyr, where he doesn't have too much health, but he's very fun to fight. Since we are getting near the end of the video, there's only 2 Nightlords left. I would like to ask you to subscribe or even leave a like on the video if you liked it. I would greatly appreciate a comment. Any actions on the video really help out push it to more and more people, which in turn helps me find my audience, which is mostly going to be Souls players, I'm guessing, or people that like to watch that type of content, because that's mostly what I'm gonna be making. I do want to start doing Devil May Cry hitless. I also wouldn't be opposed to trying a hitless run in one of the Souls games, most likely Elden Ring, because so far I'm on PB1. I just gave up on the run because it's very boring to do the setup, and usually I got hit on Rodan, so I just need to practice that boss. Another run that I would like to start is Dark Souls 3 Convergence, actually. So I tried a little bit of it. I haven't recorded any videos or anything, but I would really love to get back into it again. It was a pretty fun mod. I only got 2 or 3 bosses in so far, so I would just start a new playthrough and do it completely on stream. Also, as I said, I was focusing more on Nightlords this video than the actual run itself. So if you would like to see different kind of videos, I will still try to experiment. I will try to find the middle point between that as well. Also on this last part, since I did very little bosses actually, I think I only did like 3 or 4. I tried to make it more edited, like every hit, so it includes almost the whole boss fight, as you can see for Loretta right now. The dragon boss, in my opinion, is pretty boring, so I would like to tell you another thing. If there are any Kenshi lovers watching this video, my friend is actually developing a multiplayer mod. You might have seen him. He got some traction, some pretty popular people covered him, but if you want to check out his progress and what he's doing with the multiplayer mod, you can find his link in the description. Also, did you know that when you enter Libra's arena, a timer starts, and if you don't select any gift in the meantime, then he actually starts the fight without giving you anything. So it's actually what happened to me, just as I showed you, and it's actually the first time I ever saw that. I didn't even know that can happen. So it happened for me because I was trying to look up which gift is the best, but I guess the game chose for me, which was no gift. This is the end of the video, so I'll just let the boss fight play. But thank you to anyone who's still watching and made it this far, and see you in the next video.